May 8th, 2025, back at the dacha and starting out the video outside our dacha. We are on the road. So there it is. They push through so that we can actually get to our gate. And so there it is. There's the SUV. But before I could drive in, I need to fix this up right here. So I brought my shovel out and I'm going to make it nicer so that I can actually open up the gate and then I can drive in. So there it is. It's kind of rough, but you could at least make it through. Just felt sorry for those people over there. I mean, you know, there's actually people that live here year round, and for what, a month almost, they couldn't get down here. So at least now it's possible. All right, let's go to work. I gotta clear this out and then I can back the car or the SUV into our dacha. Let's go to work. So here it is. I spent a couple minutes, probably about 15 minutes to be exact, and cleared everything out, raked everything, put the bigger rocks on this side over here so that our gate can open up, and now we can finally park our SUV. So the road is pretty rough. I think they are going to come back and fix it, but at least now we could come in here and park in our own yard instead of leaving the car up by the road. So as it always happens, you know, my plan is to do one thing, but I come here and I had to spend the time to work on fixing this up so I could actually open up the gate. That's the whole thing about working at the dacha. You think you're going to come and do one thing, but something pops up unexpectedly and you got to deal with it. So this is done, and lucky that it is very soft, so I was able to rake it through and rake all the big rocks out, of which I'm actually going to keep some of these big rocks right over there. There's even some nice orange colored ones. Looks like sedimentary rock. Let's turn the camera around. Let's take a look at them. Let's take a closer look at these rocks right here. I don't know if they're sedimentary or metamorphic. Sedimentary would be if they were in layers like that right there. But it looks more like a granite, so maybe it's metamorphic. I don't know. But I saved these rocks and I'm going to put them into Vika's rock garden. Hey, Vika. Vika, check this out. Look at these rocks for your rock garden. Oh. Yeah. Anyways, Vika's unpacking all her stuff and she's going to go do some transplanting. All right. Well, I better start on what I actually came out here for, and I got to work on that. I got to start cleaning that up. All right. Let's go to work. Okay. So what's my plan of action for today? All this right here. I want to see if I can clean it all up. Well, as much as I can. So clean the branches first, the small stuff, and take it to the burn barrel. And then I am going to start splitting this birch right here. It's much easier to split it when it's wet than when it's dry. That's with birch. That's my experience. At least that's what I was doing in Canada, and I'm sure the birch is birch. Russia, Canada. You got to split it when it's wet. It's so much easier. Anyways, but before I do that, I got to grab the wheelbarrow and I got to start picking everything up. And actually, I'll see the true extent of the damage that was done here. Poor lilac tree right there. It's all just smashed up. Doesn't look good. Anyways, let's go to work. Vika, what are you doing?
Planting tomatoes.
Oh, okay. So this is the starters that we had from our house.
Yeah.
Okay. And what's this in the box?
Peppers.
Pepper.
They're seriously overgrown.
They're
But
huge.
they grew very, very fast. I planted them and they're boom. Big.
Did you put any fertilizer or anything into them? I mean, look at them.
Oh, for rasada something, yeah.
Okay. And then the tomatoes, you're going to tie them up so that they grow straight up or what?
Yeah.
Okay.
They're tall. They're greenhouses.
And that's behind you also tomatoes right there?
Yeah.
Okay. There's a lot.
They are also overgrown, but they're just this kind that is very tall.
Your lines here are nice and straight.
Babushka is watching.
The Babushka Natalia, quality control expert. The QC is here in the house. Actually, outside the house. Oh, Babushka.
I was taking care of raspberries.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
they also overgrown, and I cut them, and
Okay.
I got rid of old ones.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
So she does double duty. Babushka Natalia does double duty. Not only does she make sure that the rows are straight here, but when push turns to shove, she gets to work. And today you were working on the raspberries. Look, it's hot and humid in here.
Can you bring some water?
Why, you thirsty? For drinking or for what?
No, for the watering.
Speaking of watering, yeah, our rediska here, the radish needs some watering too.
And I noticed there's medvedka holes in there.
What's a medvedka?
Medvedka is a nasty.
That's bug. Такой bug.
Oh, really?
I put this anti-medvedka thing
Let's do a product placement. What's it called?
Grom.
Grom. Okay.
Into the grядка.
Uh-huh.
So to kill. And I planted, I planted all my
Tomatoes?
Tomatoes and everything I planted in these little bags.
Yeah.
So the medvedka, when it comes, it
Can't go
and
through.
it can't eat it. I did not do it last year,
Uh-huh.
and it was a disaster.
Well,
again.
wait a minute,
But
but
the
what
year before, I
what about the roots? I mean,
Белка, бежит.
oh yeah, there's a
Черная.
there's a squirrel on the tree or on the power line. No, like I was saying, what about the roots when they start expanding? How are they going to
They
get?
come out through.
Oh, they do.
Yeah. Can't you see?
Let's get a closer look here. Oh yeah, okay, so it doesn't bother them.
The first year when we started planting, I heard of this method, these bags.
Uh-huh.
I thought, oh, cool, I'll be the modern gardener.
Yeah.
So I did. Everything was good. The following year, I was too lazy,
Uh-huh.
and we had the with medvedka.
Okay, well, we're being proactive instead of reactive.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's go get you the water. Here's our little well, the little kolonka. And what we do is we fill up this plastic drum here with water so that it's much faster to fill up. You just put your container into the water and lift it out. And there you go, just like that. So much faster. Looks like I'm gonna have to turn it on and fill it up. Get it more to the top. All right, let's take our water to Vika.
I'm clipping. Yeah. Old ones. Yes. Old ones have to be clipped.
Okay, so this is the raspberries here. So all these shoots. So are you doing them like the tops
I
or?
do not know what to do with the tallest ones. Should I cut them off or do not know?
I'll cut it for you. I can get it higher.
You think you have to cut it like this?
Yeah, hold on. I'll do it for you. So it looks like we got extra tomatoes over here. 2, 4, 6. We got 8 extra tomatoes. And Vika said, take it over to Vova's place. Offer it to him. Вова! Вот лишние помидоры. Моя жена мне сказала, чтоб я тебе принес.
Сейчас я их вытащу.
Да, их нужно в теплице.
А ведерко.
Да, и они будут очень высокий рост, их тогда нужно завязать. Они...
Это я сделаю.
Окей, окей.
Ты же знаешь, что я, блядь.
Да. Хорошо, хорошо.
Насчет
Вот, их там кустов 8.
ну,
Да. Хорошие. Вот, будут кормить тебя всю
Вот.
лето.
Тоже хочу спилить вот этот пень.
А я могу тебя спилить это.
Ну,
Когда
спилить,
время будет у меня, я приду, если тебя дома не будет, я знаю,
Да.
куда идти.
Я все время здесь.
Да.
Сейчас я отдам тебе эти.
Окей. So, Old Man Vova was overjoyed with the 8 tomato plants that we presented to him. And I'm just bringing back the empty pail. Vova was saying, yeah, he did plant some tomatoes, but they're really small. And he was so overjoyed. He's like, oh, wow, so many tomatoes. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And he was wishing good health to Victoria's mother, and saying, oh, you guys are, you know, doing a great deed out here. And I'm like, yeah, okay, we just had some extra ones, but you know what, these little deeds go a long way. I call them our community akhrana, and akhrana means security guard. So, you know, you could have CCTV cameras, but if you've got Old Man Vova next door, if a bird flies by onto our property, he knows. So yeah, give him a couple tomato plants and free security. All right, let's go back to work. Natalia, what do you see? What?
A duck.
Really?
Very beautiful head, green head.
Let's check it out.
This is a
Oh.
male.
There he is. Let's try to zoom in. Okay, there's the male, and the female is right there.
Feeding on frogs.
Oh, they're eating frogs?
Yeah.
No wonder they like our pond. We got like 1 million frogs in here. Wow.
I think there was one more duck.
Oh, really? A
flying
third one?
over there. Oh, walking, relaxing, enjoying.
Uh-huh. Well, got action going on everywhere.
Yeah. And we saw a squirrel 5 minutes ago here.
Right, the squirrel was
Jumping from branch to branch.
actually was running along the power line. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh well, let's go back to work. So while I was working away and cleaning up the branches, I noticed that they brought a little mini excavator. So I'm gonna go and check it out. Oh, there they are. They're unloading it. There it is. Let's go get a better look.
Там вниз, да, вот получается, видишь, он там вот он уклон пошел, там трактор стал проваливать.
Oh, here it is. Here's the mini excavator. И вот так и быстро работает, все сделает.
Потихонечку, и это идет сейчас. Значит, главное начать.
Да.
Это же ровно как было. Вы бы не стали, получилось. Стали, как не пойдем большой, выйдем.
All right, I got to get back to work. These guys are going to be here for a while. What they're doing is they're taking this berm right here and putting it more into the center of the road. And then later they'll get the bigger caterpillar and they will level it out. So no point in me standing around here. I got a lot of work to do. So at least there is some progress. It is a holiday today. And this guy right here, he actually lives down the road, about 1 kilometer down. He just bought that little mini excavator, and he's already got work lined up. The guys were telling me that when they called him up and they said, hey, can you fix our road? He's like, oh, I got so much other work to do. And, you know, we said, come on, we really need it for this road. So he had to postpone his other project, and he's coming out here and helping us out. All right, let's go back to work. So looking at the progress here, I'm leaving these little ones here. These ones are gonna go into the mangal. I'll cut them up. The mangal is the barbecue. The bigger ones, that's gonna be for firewood. But these small ones here, and these, I'm saving them. So instead of burning them in the burn barrel, I can actually burn them in the barbecue, in the mangal. So yeah, things are coming along, but it's pretty slow because I am using little snips. So check this out right over here. Here it is these little guys. And I have to cut them down, the branches. Otherwise, you put 3 or 4 and it's going to be this high. So by cutting it down, it takes a little bit longer, but I'm able to carry out more. So I just have this last bit here, and then I can start splitting, but I don't know if I'll get through it today. I guess maybe I should lower my expectations and just do this section right here by taking the branches away. All right, let's go back to work. So, Babushka Natalia, you're helping me out here.
Cutting branches.
Yeah,
Twigs.
cutting the branches.
Twigs.
And
And
this is mistletoe right here.
Christmas plant.
Yeah, so
Everybody knows it, right?
it grows on the birch trees here. Here's some more right here. So there's a lot of... Oh, it grows on others? Okay. So here it is. So they're almost like little parasites because they get right in. You could see.
It's green all year round.
Yeah. Here it is. So there were more leaves on here, but...
Perennial plant or not?
Pardon?
Perennial. Is it the perennial plant?
Well, if it's green year round,
It may
but then per annual, I think it's... I don't know. So yeah, we're in the last bit here. We just have this to do and this little bit, and then I can start splitting the wood. And if I have enough time, I'll fire up the chainsaw and cut some of these thicker pieces. So the progress is slow, but this is the only way that we can get it done. Otherwise, you put 3 branches onto the wheelbarrow here, and it's going to be so high. Like, So you got to cut them down and put them in. All right, let's keep going. Go back to work. Okay, I am done with cleaning up the branches. Actually, Babushka Natalia even helped me out. I'm going to turn the camera around. I'm going to show you what's going on. So Babushka is still picking up the last of the bit and just kind of organizing it into a pile over there. As I said earlier, this is the wood that's going to go into the mangal. And the big thick ones, I'm going to start splitting them. So I'm going to start right now. I'll take my maul and try and whack them. You know, get them at least in half, maybe quarters, we'll see. And as for this, it's fairly thick, so I'll have to take the chainsaw and cut them up into pieces so that they can fit into our barbecue. All right, let's go to work.
Квартал. Завтра в Хабаровске до плюс 19. Облачно. Ветер юго-западный слабый. Ближайшей ночью плюс 8.
There it is. It's 15 degrees Celsius right now. So there it is. 15 degrees Celsius. The sun is going down. And the weather forecast on the radio, I was listening, it says that it's going to get a high of 18, 19 degrees, something like that. Let's turn the camera around. Let's see how much wood I chopped. Here it is. It's been pretty slow going because a lot of these pieces, you could see they're all knotty. Lots of knots, so it's really hard to get through them. Especially right over here. I mean, check this out. That's a lot of knots that you just have to just keep banging and banging. But I got most of them done. I just got a few of these big ones. And even these little ones over here, they need to be split, because if they're not split, they're just going to start rotting from the center out. So that shouldn't be too much of a problem. This one right here is going to be a bit of a problem. You could see there's a knot. Actually, it's part of a branch that was going out. This one there's a knot right there. So that's going to be really stringy. I've been fighting this one for the last 5 minutes. That's because there is right there, a knot. And I need to split it because if I throw it into the wood stove, my wood stove is small, as you guys know. So that has to be cut in half. So I'm determined to at least get that last one. If I don't get those today, that's fine. All right, back to work. Okay, I am done. I can't believe it. I actually did it. It's about 8:20 p.m. and it's all split, all done. Like, I didn't think so. I was thinking, no way. It was a little bit too late in the day, cleaning up the branches, and boom. I figured, well, I'll do a couple, 3, 4. I did the whole tree, pretty much the whole tree, all the big stuff. Actually, there's still, I got these guys right here. I need to fire up the chainsaw. I need to cut them, but that's going to be an easy job. This right here, it's kind of gnarly, so I still need to cut this one down. Right here, it's too long. It's not going to fit into the stove. And over here, check this out. This right here still has to be cut. And one more piece right over here. It's actually fairly long. So right here, check it out. So that's gonna have to be cut. But thing is, we're slowly progressing. And actually, one of these trees, it was down because there were branches on it. It's actually gonna make it. I think it's gonna make it. Just propped it up. We'll get a piece of rebar. It's a little bit limp, so we'll just zap strap it with a plastic tie and it'll straighten out, most likely. I did save one piece right there, that one, because if I need a block for to put stuff on for chopping or whatever later on, and it's really knotty, so it's going to be really tough. And that's that. So temporarily, this right here, even though it's stacked up, I just wanted to have a nice cleaner pile, so I stacked it up. But it's not going to be here. This is not the final resting place for this wood, or drying place. So that's that. I need to start cleaning up now, so it's really not much to put away. I do have a couple shovels and rakes, or one shovel, one rake. That was when I was clearing around the gate earlier on. And that's basically it. I'll just put up the wheelbarrow. Don't want to leave it like that. It's not the right way to place it. So other than that, I am done. So if you enjoyed this video, like I always say, smash the like button, leave a comment, helps the algorithm. If you're not a subscriber, why not help me out and subscribe? It's free, doesn't cost anything. I know there are a few friends of mine, I've been asking them, hey, why don't you subscribe to my channel? And I got the most weirdest reply. It was like, oh, I don't know, like, I don't want to pay for it. I'm like, you don't have to, it's YouTube. It's free. So, guys, it's free. Help grow my channel. I'm not asking for any money, at least not right now. So this is probably video, I don't know, probably 470 or something. And to this day, I haven't received a dime. So I'm doing it like a labor of love, but it's more like a life video vlog, showing what my life is like here in the Russian Far East and how we're transforming this dacha into a better place than what it was when we bought it. So I'm just looking up at this birch tree here. Yeah, it looks a little bit like a Charlie Brown, but these are the two healthy ones that we left. And the ones that we dropped or cut down, there it is. It's going to take probably about at least one season of drying out. So I don't know if I'll burn it in the fall. I still got enough wood. I got lots over there. There are a few dead trees down by the pond that are dry. So I think I have enough firewood for this year. And most likely this is going to be for winter 2026. Yeah, instead of winter 2025, which I think I have enough for this year. Okay, I gotta go. Take care. And like I always say, paka paka.